There is one question that has haunted humanity since the beginning of our existence that we may never get the answer to. What happens to us after we die? Death is terrifying to most people, primarily due to the fear of the unknown. The reality is, no one has ever come back from the dead to tell us what lies beyond, so we are left to use our imaginations. Here are 5 of the most popular beliefs about the afterlife. Number 1 is heaven. A staggering 87% of Americans believe in heaven. This is because Christianity is the primary religion in the United States. In traditional Christianity, heaven is taught to be the place that houses the throne of God and his holy angels, and is often described as a paradise. Christians and all of its subjects believe that the key to heaven is to have faith in God and obey his commands. In return, he will bring you to heaven after you die. However, Christianity also teaches their children, or as I like to say, instills fear into the minds of their children, that if you deny the existence of God, he will send you to the absolute worst place imaginable, which brings us to number 2. Number 2 is hell, also known as Hades, the underworld, Satan's playhouse, or your worst nightmare. God will send your soul to this place of eternal torture. It is viewed as a place of punishment inhabited by the devil himself, his demons, and the tortured souls of others who didn't meet the conditions required to go to heaven. Gotta love God's unconditional love. Anyways, it is depicted as a fiery torture chamber. No, not like the one in 50 Shades of Grey. On the contrary, there are some religions that portray hell as a very cold place. Number 3 is reincarnation. Reincarnation is the religious or philosophical belief that the soul or spirit will begin a new life in a new body after death. It is one of the core beliefs in many Indian religions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism. In both religions, the soul can be reborn as a human, a divinity, or an animal. If you are a bird, I'm a bird. Reincarnation utilizes the universal law of karma, which are actions of the body, speech, and mind in previous lives that ultimately determines each soul's destiny as it is reincarnated. Basically, good karmas will yield a happier next life, and bad karmas will produce an unhappy one full of misfortune and bad conditions. Number 4 is ghosts. 42% of Americans believe that ghosts exist, and there have been thousands of paranormal reports from all over the globe which have been documented since the beginning of recorded history. Chances are either you or someone you know has had a ghostly encounter.
Who knows, maybe I'll become a ghost when I die and haunt one of you someday.
But just to be sure that doesn't happen, you should give this video a like right now. Don't worry, I'll wait. Nothing like some shameless self-promotion. Back on track. Ghosts are spirits of dead people that for some reason get stuck in our dimension, usually because the way that they died was sudden or very traumatic and they weren't quite ready to cross over to the other side yet. This is referred to as the soul's unfinished business. Case in point, don't anger anyone who's about to die, just to be sure. There are some things that even science can't explain, and ghosts are definitely one of them. Number 5 is nothingness, also known as eternal oblivion. This is the belief that an organism's consciousness will permanently cease to exist after its death. This belief is often associated with atheism. Many scientists support this idea because they argue that it is not possible for consciousness to naturally continue after the brain has died, in which all function permanently stops working. Famous philosopher Socrates pondered on the nature of death after he received his death sentence. The first opinion is that there is a migration of the soul or consciousness from existence to another side, and that other deceased souls will be on this other side, wherever that is. And the second opinion is eternal oblivion, the complete cessation of consciousness, a complete lack of awareness, like someone in a deep, dreamless sleep. While this belief may be scary, it certainly gives you the drive and motivation to achieve more in the only reality we know exists definitely. And as pessimistic as nothingness sounds, making the most of your life isn't entirely a bad thing. No matter what you believe, you should always follow the golden rule. Treat others the way you wish to be treated. It may sound cliche, but a little bit of kindness really does go a long way. And the least you can do for humanity is leave a positive impression on others. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comment section if we missed an afterlife belief that you believe in. And if you have a lust for logic, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, fellow logicians, expand those brains and happy learning.